Welcome to the new Fly Fisher. I'm Jenna McKeown, and on today's show, I'm going to be taking my father fly fishing. We're here at beautiful Auld Reekie Lodge in northeastern Ontario, and we've got a great show in store for you. We're going to be fishing for smallmouth bass, and we have some wonderful tips and tricks, so stay with us.
The new Fly Fisher has been made possible thanks to Ontario, yours to discover. Orvis Sporting Traditions. Scientific Anglers. Umpqua Feather Merchants. Superfly, fly fishing made easy.
This week, we traveled to Auld Reekie Lodge in northeastern Ontario. This drive-to lodge is unique because it has access to so much wilderness fishing. The lodge is located northwest of North Bay, Ontario, and southwest of Timmins in a remote wilderness region known as Gawaganda. The Gawaganda region exhibits breathtaking scenery with its many rocky Canadian Shield lakes framed by towering old-growth pine forests. Both the lodge and the Gawaganda area have a rich history of fishing and hunting. The name of the lodge, Auld Reekie, is Scottish and literally translates to Old Smoky. This comes from the days of old in Edinburgh when fires were lit in the homes. The smoke from the chimneys would linger above, hence the name Auld Reekie in Gaelic. Previous owners of the lodge who came to Canada from Scotland used this unique name to help it stand out from other facilities in northern Ontario. The lodge is perfect for families or anglers because it is so reasonably priced and very, very accessible. Something truly special in the north, where float planes seem to be the only means of ensuring a wilderness experience. Auld Reekie has access to great walleye, bass, pike, brook trout, and splake fishing. Even the rare aurora trout are available on some local lakes. Smallmouth bass are so much fun to catch on a fly rod or with light spinning gear. They fight exceptionally well, usually are relatively easy to catch, and best of all, they will readily come to the surface to take a top water offering. In fact, it is the visual excitement of a surface take that I find so alluring about smallmouth bass fishing. Sometimes they gently sip the popper off the water. Other times, they aggressively hammer the fly. The best is when they jump clearly out of the water and onto a fly. Of course, once they feel the sting of the hook, then the battle is on. The fight of a smallmouth bass is why people from all over the United States and Canada come to Northern Ontario.
That's a nice chunky bass, probably about 1.5 to 2 pounds, I'd say.
The fish here are big and super aggressive.
There he goes.
My dad arrived a few days before I could get away from work and got a chance to pre-fish some of the area. Unfortunately, his arrival was perfectly timed with a severe cold front that literally put all species off the bite. Casting, casting, casting. My father flogged the water without much success, with the exception of a few small fish.
That is a little fish. That is one little pike. He's having salad with his meat. Hold him like that. Be free. Yours just took us along some real prime real estate here. Nice rocky shore going into deeper water. He's caught lots of 3 to 5 pound bass in this area, and we didn't see a single thing. So the conditions we're dealing with, they've had very warm weather here, high 70s into the 80s, which is like 30 Celsius to temperatures. And right now we've got 15 degrees Celsius. I mean, it's just dropped by half. Water is super warm, air is cold. We got a cold front. It's come in. Tomorrow the prediction is bright, sunny skies. So what we're gonna try and do, I mean, top water did not work. I put all over the place, no luck. So now we're gonna go to a subsurface fly and see if we can find the fish that are active. It's a little snot rocket, as we like to call them when they're small like this. And you took my streamer, but we're in prime territory here for smallmouth bass and walleye. We've got the river pushing through here, and we've got a choke point. This is a big flat of rocks. It's about 6 feet deep, according to ERS, and this is just perfect because you got a funnel. And all the food, bait fish, insects, whatever, gets funneled right through here. This is where the bass are usually, with the walleye, sitting here. I'm not getting either to move. All I keep catching are pike. This cold front has really impacted the fishing.
He tried every trick he could think of, slowing down his presentation, using deep water flies and fly lines, even using bottom bouncing flies. Nothing seemingly worked. When I arrived, conditions had not improved much. We are really going to have to work hard to figure this out. I love coming to Northern Ontario. The air is so fresh and clean. And it seems around every bend there is something exciting and new to view. Best of all, I truly enjoy spending time with my father. Our time together at a place like Auld Reekie Lodge is really special and a memory that will last forever for both of us. One of the best aspects of a wilderness getaway is the serenity. It is so quiet and peaceful. Something hard to find today with the constant sound of cars and planes. That is another reason why Northern Ontario is so special. So what is the problem with the fishing? It has to do with the cold fronts, something that really impacts warm water species like smallmouth bass. When the smallmouth bass sulk and go deep, you have to change up your tactics from topwater. The first item to change is your fly line. Switching from a floating line to a sinking line, such an intermediate fly line, is a great way to get your fly down to the water column and into the zone of the bass. When you change to a sinking line, don't forget to shorten your leader. This will ensure you have a good control of your fly and your presentation. With an intermediate fly line, which has a sink rate of 1.5 to 2 inches per second, you can count down your fly to put it on the strike zone of a lethargic bass. I find this fly works best in depths of 4 to 10 feet. The next tactic you have to change is the retrieve. When using subsurface flies for bass that are off the bite, you really need to slow it down. And I do mean slow it down. A steady, methodical retrieve using your hands or a short strip retrieve will both ensure your fly has time in the strike of bass. So, what are some of my favorite flies for tough bass conditions? Number 1 is always the woolly bugger. This exceptional fly in colors such as brown, black, and olive are great choices to mimic a wide variety of food sources. This fly can represent a crayfish, damselfly nymph, or even a small minnow. A great option when using woolly buggers is to use a 2-fly rig. I connect 2 flies separated by 18 to 24 inches to tip it together. Ensure the last fly is smaller than the lead fly. This seems to help trigger more strikes. As always, check your local regulations to confirm this rig is allowed in your area. Fish on.
All right,
Do you need the net?
first fish of the day. It's not a big fish, but it's a nice start, Jenna. And he took that like a shark.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a nice jump.
I think I can handle this one up with that. Well, I'll bring it to you. Oh, what's really good, look at all the bass around him. You see them?
Yeah.
Oh, look at, he's coughing up the minnows. No, what's he throwing out? Yeah, he's minnows. Look at all the minnows. That's probably from this morning because they're not digested. That's a good sign. It's just a small little hook. There you go. Put him over gently. So we've come in, it's about 4 o'clock. The sun is very high and we weren't getting any action on top water. I think we need to wait till the sun is kissing the tops of the trees here and we've got some shadows going. The fish are just not feeling comfortable. So what Urs is doing is he's taking us along. Jen and I are casting with sinking flies. I'm using a 2-fly rig, which is like this, which is very popular. Right now I'm using 2 minnow patterns, and she's throwing something that's an attractor pattern, black with a bit of brown, some flashaboo in it. But the key is we're just trying to find active fish because obviously they're down, they're sulking, they're waiting for the light to change and then they'll come on. But it doesn't mean there isn't fish that are going to eat. It's just you got to look for those players. So he's back trolling, we're in the river, current's pushing through here, casting to the edges, ambush points, and looking for active fish. Big fish. Feels pretty good. It's hard to tell. Kind of hit it. And I paused it for a long time. To be honest with you, I was getting a knot out of my fly line. I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's a good bass. Good bass. Good bass, finally. Good bass. This 2-fly rig is one of my favorite ways to catch bass when they're in a kind of sulky mood. Just use a long leader. In this case, I'm using about a 12-footer, plus another 12 to 14 inches behind. Actually, I've got 18 to 24 inches behind the other fly. And so this 2-fly rig usually happens. It won't take the first fly. It'll take the back fly, which is usually a little smaller or the same size. Because it looks like the weaker and slower. This guy, look at this, it's a 6-weight rod, and this guy's really fighting. Oh, that's a nice fish. Nice fish.
Good looking fish.
Okay. Okay, ready? There he is. Head up, head up, head up. Wait, this guy is unreal.
Wow.
This is kind of what we were coming for.
That's the ones we were looking for.
Look at that.
Beauty.
That is a big fish. Oh, just scoot this out. There we go. Pop it right out. Let me just take a look at him for a second. That's a beautiful bass. So we're not going to keep him out of the water long, because we've already had him for a bit in here. So I'm going to go like this and hold him right here. Now, we can get this on top water later tonight. It's still early. Have a magical evening. He's ready to go. Yes, he is. Thank you, sir.
Good job.
Whoa, this is a 7-weight rod. I'm using a switched. And this guy, oh, look at him. Oh, this is a nice one. And this is what people come here for. Are these big smallmouth bass. Whoa! It's known as a walleye fishery, but people come here as well for bass like this. Look at this, he's taking a line off. Whoa.
Wow.
And guess what? The curse is over. We were killing ourselves today, and we tried all day to catch fish, and we couldn't. And it's just because this is post-cold front. Yesterday it was freezing cold when we went out. Today, we were just dealing with the aftermath. Boy, the fish are big here. They're eating so well. Look at that.
Wow.
That's why we came here. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that fish.
Holy cow.
I know, Jen, it's huge. Let's just put him back in the net here for a second. That's fantastic. And let me get the tape measure because I want people to know how big this fish is. I got one right here. Okay. We'll just lay him here quickly. And he is an honest 20 inches. 20 inches.
Good job, Colin.
Thank you, sir. So that fly looks like it's ready to pop out right now.
Got it.
I do. Oh, look at that. Popped right out. Look at that.
Beauty.
Isn't that something? Absolute. Long as my arm. Look at that. It's almost the length of my arm. Okay, I'm going to quickly put him over here. In this system, oh, look at that. He's ready to go.
Ready to rock.
And all around here are minnows. And that thing is in here eating these. And all I did, I put on a dark popper, cast it out, and literally I was just correcting my line, getting ready to make the next cast because I didn't really make it to where I wanted to. Just out of the corner of my eye, I saw, set the hook, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Fish on.
All right, Jenna, keep them on. Oh, it's a big one too. Keep it tight, keep it tight. Tell you what, let me have that net, you don't mind. You get it turned on? Okay, reel them in. Got them in the reel? No, keep them tight, that's good. That's good, Jenna. Keep the rod tip up. Let him, he has to go, let him go. Okay, move my rod. Okay, get him off the water, Jenna. Get him off?
Nope.
No. Tight, 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 Jenna. Tight. Keep it tight. That's good. Okay, that's good. Oh,
Wow.
that's big fish. Keep them on. Okay. Oh, shit. A little bit for a second.
Come on.
It's all right. Don't worry, Jen. Don't worry. Keep fighting. Let me get my lure off there. Good job, Jenna. Okay. Okay. That's it. Jenna?
Yeah?
Okay, start stripping them back. What you do is get his head up. Keep stripping it in. If he has to run, let him go. Good fish. Okay, lift up. Lift your rod tip up. The tip up. Okay. Bring them in. This way. Bring them this way. Turn them. This way. Out this way, Jenna. Got him.
Yes.
You got him,
Yeah.
Jenna. All right. Well done.
Wow.
Look at that, Jenna. Look at the size of that fish.
It's so big.
It's a monster.
Can I
Well-
take it out of the net?
You sure can. Okay. And you put him in the water, and you hold him. Oh, he was ready to go. Just see your thumb. He give you a little. Oh, you just gave it a little.
bit. Not a big deal.
Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Good job. Oh, good job. Good casting. I know it was a long day.
Yeah.
And that is what happens sometimes. I mean, this fishery here at Auld Reekie is fantastic, but when you have a cold front come in and it goes from where it was in the 80s down into the 50s, everything shuts down. We weren't catching rock bass, we weren't catching perch or...
And we tried everything.
So yesterday was a write-off. This morning, we cast, got, a couple small fish, and here it is, last 3 hours.
Right at dusk.
Flat calm, and we started to see things happening, fish, and topwater.
It's perfect.
I love it. If you want to learn more about this show, or if you want to learn about Auld Reekie Lodge, go to our website, thenewflyfisher.com. From Jen and I, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
The New Fly Fisher has been made possible thanks to Ontario, yours to discover. Orvis Sporting Traditions. Scientific Anglers. Umpqua Feather Merchants. Superfly, fly fishing made easy.